Hey guys, welcome back to Earth Science Week 2. This is Friday's assignment. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Charles Darwin and really where he made all of his discoveries. And he went to a place called the Galapagos Islands. Charles Darwin was a naturalist, right? Naturalist is really just expert in nature. Um, and he went to the Galapagos Islands and he went to go that's where he did his research. Now, one of the cool things about the Galapagos Islands is that it's this cluster of islands, right? That live within the same area. They're all here. They're part of Ecuador. They're never eat soggy waffles, right? They're west of South America. Um, Now, these islands are all also separated by these bodies of water, right? That separate the species that are living on it. So a lot of these species they don't intermingle with each other. The turtles on this island aren't mating with the turtles on this island, and the turtles on this island aren't mating with the turtles on this island. Right? And what that does is it actually has we have the Galapagos Islands is home to so many different species of animals, and they're all very similar but also very different in some very specific ways. And that's what makes the Galapagos Island really a great place for Darwin to do his research, because all these animals live under very similar conditions, very similar water temperatures, very similar um, air temperatures, very similar weather, very similar climates. But for some reason, these creatures are very different when you go from island to island. It's a group of 16 islands. The islands are 100 kilometers west of South America. And there's this video in the PowerPoint, but really that video just showcases a lot of the animals that live on our planet or on in the Galapagos Islands. They're the climates, even though they're very similar climates, they're very slightly varying, right? That's yes, they're different, they're slightly different, but the climates are more or less the same, right? When it rains on one island, it might rain on the other island, and so on and so forth, right? Maybe it rains an hour later on that next island. And then the animals that you see on the islands are you're going to have tortoises, iguanas, and finches, right? Finches are the birds that would fly between islands. Um, iguanas, some of the iguanas would spit salt water out of their nose, and then the turtles are really what most people remember about the Galapagos Islands, because as you know, a turtle kind of looks like this, and it has its feet and its head coming out of this coming out from underneath the shell. Well, on the Galapagos Islands, the shell doesn't isn't just this like circle. The shell actually has a little hood to it, right? And what that allows the turtle to do is to move its head up higher so it can reach for taller branches. Um, and then the shape of the shell is actually very different on several islands. You also have iguanas, several different types of iguanas. Right, here's the turtles that you can see the hood that I was talking about, right? The shell goes up a little bit so that they can stretch their necks out. Um, and then here's a picture of the Galapagos Islands. Really, all I want you guys to know for today's lesson is about the Galapagos Islands, what makes them so special. And this is what makes them special, right? They have very similar climates. They have it's this cluster of 16 islands close together, and they have unique, diverse life forms like turtles. See how these turtles on this island are different than the turtles on this island, and those turtles are different than the turtles on this island, or the tortoises on this island. And they're very large tortoises, and they're all very similar because of their size and their shape, but they're also slightly different, right? And what is it that made all these tortoises different? How did they all get here? Why are they so different? And that's what Darwin studied. And really, that's all I want you guys to know about today's class is about there's this thing called the Galapagos Islands, and why was it so special?